What is up, everybody on YouTube? Max Rock here with a brand new video, and this is going to be me discussing the Coolpad Canvas in this device. Had it for about 48 hours, and this is going to be my first impressions. So let's get this started. Now, as you can see here, clearly we got the Coolpad Canvas in my hand here. It's for Cricket Wireless. I picked this up at Best Buy for about 40 bucks, $42.85 or something like that at the taxes. And I gotta say, it's been surprisingly a decent phone here. It's not bad at all. It has a 8 megapixel camera in the back with LED flash. It has a 5 megapixel camera in the front. It has a 2500 milliamp hour battery. It has a headphone jack. It has a micro USB charging port that's on the right side of the device, which is, you know, whatever. The speaker's in the back of the device and has a little bit of branding there. It's Coolpad. You see Cricket branding as well. And you're on the right side of the device or the left. Well, is that right? Yeah, right. Sorry. It's the right side, trust me. It's the power button here. And then on the left side, you got your volume up and down keys. Now, none of these buttons are rigid, but that's whatever, because I mean, you can easily tell which button is which because they're on opposite sides of the phone. So that would be nothing to complain about, in my opinion. Now, as far as the grills here on the front of the phone here, as you can see, it's on the top and the bottom. As you can see, there are little tiny cutouts, and that cutout there for the top one is an actual earpiece speaker, and the cutout there for the bottom is for the microphone, so that you can actually, you know, talk to people when you're on the phone. And as you can see here, you have navigation keys on the bottom that do not light up. Okay, they're, you know, similar to how Samsung has it set up, where the home button is in the middle, or the home key is in the middle, and the back is on the right. And this is the multitasking key here. You can't switch those around. Obviously, they're hardware buttons or buttons that are embedded into the hardware. And the screen itself is 5.5 inches. It has a 720p display. It has a Snapdragon quad-core processor in it, clocked at 1.4 gigahertz. Like I said, 2 gigs of RAM, 16 gigabytes of internal storage. Has an Adreno 308, and it does have micro SD card slot for expansion. So after getting all those specs and everything out the way, let's talk about the actual experience with this phone here. And by the way, I'm shooting this video here with the LG Stylo 3 Plus. So let me know what you think of the actual video quality. I am using an external mic, so the mic or the audio quality may sound a little bit better than what you would hear as opposed to me not using it. So as far as the experience here with this device here, it is running Android 7.0 Nougat. So it's on a version of Android that's, I guess you can deem as, you know, new, but not new. And I apologize for the noise in the background. My niece is downstairs and she's gonna be having fun. Let's see here. So as far as the software performance here, it's been pretty good. Now, this is not the stock launcher that comes with this phone here. This is the Pixel 2 launcher that, you know, this launcher that's running on the Pixel 2. I have it downloaded on most of my phones here because I actually like the way the launcher works. I like the way it looks. I'm actually a fan of the search bar being on the bottom, which is cool to me. But if I'm to go into the settings, let me see, I believe I can actually, you know, change it back here. Let me see, it would be under, I guess you can go under apps. See if we got any default options. Yep, so what you would do is you'll go to your apps, you'll press the settings here in this application, and then you'll have your home app. So you have the Pixel launcher and you have a launcher 3. So if I select launcher 3, you probably won't see anything set up there. Yeah, I got the basic setup. There's nothing really running. It's just showing me all the apps that I have on the phone. So sorry about that, I had to pause the video really quickly, but on this launcher here, as you can see, I have all the applications that I installed on this device, and it's all on the home screen because I haven't done any customization with this launcher. Not really a fan of it. And besides the point here, let me know what you think of the quality of the video here, because I always thought LG cameras were a little bit funny, like kind of fuzzy almost. It looks kind of weird and grainy, but the actual quality isn't too bad because it does have pretty good focus. You can see, I bet you if I tap it, yeah, it'll probably get it better. Yeah, see. But anyway, I don't rock with this launcher. Okay, I don't do that. So I'm gonna go back to my Pixel launcher, have that selected, got the brightness down a little bit more. And yeah, let's get it to you. So apps open up pretty quick on this device here. You probably have seen that in some evidence in my speed test videos here that I got this phone going up with some of my other devices. And apps open up pretty good. It's pretty good RAM management. We don't have too many apps running in the background, so that's always a plus. Battery life is something that I haven't really got at like a good performance out of, I would say. I mean, right now I am looking at 4 hours and 22 minutes, and we got about 27% battery life. Yeah, let me make sure. Yeah, 27% battery life. I don't believe this was at a full charge. I believe I let it get to about 80%, and it had a couple hours usage on that battery. And sometimes when you do that, those numbers get transferred over as if it's a fresh new charge when it's not actually. So yeah, I think this is like a little confused. So I believe if it was like 100% charge, we'll be at about 40, maybe about 45% left, because I've been using it a good amount today. We'll be at about 50% left, and we'll probably have about 2.5 hours of screen on time. So roughly, it will probably be about 5 hours of on-screen time, and this is with heavy usage, medium usage, low usage, pretty much off and on. So as far as battery performance, from where I'm getting right now, it's been pretty good. It hasn't been terrible, okay? Phone's been working perfectly fine. One thing I don't like about the OS here, this is kind of like a nitpicky thing, is that the percentage of the battery life is in the actual battery, as you can see. So it shows 27% there, as opposed to it being next to a device. So like, for example, Samsung Galaxy S6 here, you'll see that the percentage is next to the battery. And for some other phones, you may see that the percentage is next to the battery as well. Yeah, a little nitpicky thing, but that's all, whatever. They don't have any type of features that I believe in this phone. So as far as like, little features that you're probably used to, like, for example, like Motorola features, some things that you're used to, like chop action and things like that. Double tapping the screen to awake, those kind of things. It doesn't have any like nitpicky things at all. It's pretty much a stock Android experience, and you get a couple apps, of course, from Cricket Wireless, but I got those disabled, so it's not really a big deal to me. One thing that's strange with this device here is that the YouTube Studio app doesn't work on it, and I may actually end up doing a separate video on that to show devices that I have that don't actually or can't actually run that app for some particular reason, and I have other phones that can still run it. So it's kind of weird, but yeah, we're gonna definitely be talking about that. As far as phone call and text quality, haven't really got a chance to do that yet because I'm currently still using Metro PCS and I don't have this device unlocked as of yet. I'm looking for ways to unlock it. I'm pretty sure it's out there, and if I want to get it done, I can get it done. But I'm actually thinking about going back to Cricket because I kind of do miss having the ability to just take a SIM card out and put it in a phone that will either accept it and use it, or put it in a lock phone and use it that way. Kind of miss that. With Metro PCS, you have that option, but you'll have to end up calling, and it's not just as convenient as just taking your SIM card out and popping it into something else. Probably a nitpicky thing, but whatever. Performance of these cameras is actually surprising for me. In my opinion, they're pretty good. And this brings me up to my other point, this being my first impression video, is that this phone, in my opinion, is pretty close in comparison to the Motorola E4, besides the fact that it doesn't have a front-facing flash and a fingerprint scanner. Other than that, these phones are fairly similar, and I think if you had a choice between these two, which one would you go for? Me personally, I'd probably still go with the Motorola E4 because it does have the fingerprint scanner. But if you went with the Coolpad Canvas, you won't be doing so bad. You won't be doing so bad at all because performance is the same, battery life is almost the same. Well, no, I can't really say battery life is almost the same. I believe battery life may be the same, but I can't really tell just yet because I had this device for quite some time now, and this one I had it for 48 hours. So I don't want to get overly excited. It has a headphone jack. These two devices here are pretty impressive for the money and what you're getting, being that, a couple years ago, 40 bucks wouldn't get you anything nice at all. Matter of fact, 40 bucks will probably got you a phone with a gigabyte of RAM and 8 gigabytes of internal storage, which is super terrible. Yeah, no one should have to operate a phone with that low amount of storage there. But different things work for different people. So that's pretty much going to be my first impressions of this Coolpad Canvas here, this device. I already got like camera shots and camera test video, and you're going to be pleasantly surprised because it surprised me. Maybe it won't surprise you as much, but it really took me for a loop because I didn't expect it to be this good, or I didn't expect it to perform the way it has performed. So that's pretty much going to be the end of this video. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. It will help the channel grow, of course. And plus you'll have access to all my videos as far as getting new ones, preparing your feed, and you know, you can watch all my content. Now, like this video if you haven't already liked it, because you know, that does help the channel out as well, helps the video out, helps it grow. And leave a comment if you want leave a comment. This is all one take. Leave a comment if you want to see anything specific with this actual device here. If you want to see it go up anything on my channel that you see me have, or as of recently, I do have a good amount of phones. So if you want to see anything in particular, go ahead and let me know. But until then, my name is Max Rock. I'd like to say, of course, thank you for watching this video, and you have a good day. Deuces, y'all.